Hello, brothers. This is Justin with Masonic Improvement. I'm really sorry, guys. It's been quite a few weeks since I made a video. That's been sort of the byproduct of my current job I have. This is a very hectic time of year, so I have just not had the opportunity to really sit down and give this YouTube channel the attention it deserves and needs. So I apologize again for that. But the good news is that I think we're finally in a spot where we can actually start making new videos again and in a much better environment than what I've been doing in the past. In this video, I want to talk about driving the lodge forward, how to create momentum with your lodge and accomplish things. But before we get started, I would like to go ahead and ask everyone to please consider subscribing to this channel if you have not already. I set the goal a few months back to reach 5,000 subscribers by July, and we are a couple hundred shy, so we may even reach that goal well before July. So if you found this content valuable, if you enjoyed any of the videos I produced, any of the blog posts I made, please consider subscribing. If you feel so inclined to support this movement, please check the link below and consider becoming a Patreon for Masonic Improvement. Lastly, something new that I like to start doing is I'm always talking about how important education is in the lodge, as well as for the individual members. And so as such, I'm going to start suggesting books in my videos. I think sometimes we know what we want to do. As Masons, we want to improve, but we don't always know the best way to go. So I'll be suggesting books. For this video, I want to suggest a terrific book. I haven't completed it all the way. I'm about 1 or 2 chapters out from being done, but oh my gosh, it's so good. It's called The Way of Men, and it's not really a very new book, but it is something that deserves to be on every man's bookshelf. You'll also notice that this is not a Masonic book. It does not have a square and compass on it. The author, I don't believe, is a Mason, and that's okay. The fraternity is made up of men. We are striving to become better men. Any book that helps a man become a better man, in my mind, is Masonic. So check it out. I'll post a link below if you'd like to grab it from Amazon. Okay, so we have a lodge and we want to push it forward. We want to help it grow. This is something I've touched on in the past. There are several studies that have shown that men work best when they have a common goal, when they have a common enemy, when they have something that they are working together towards, some end they are trying to meet. And this ties back to having like your mission statement or your vision or just your logic goals. Because you see, without a common goal, you don't have something to work towards. You don't have something to stand shoulder to shoulder with your brother Masons and fight for. And that's what you need to have. That's what we as men are designed for. We have to have goals. We have to have something worth fighting for. And the thing about Freemasonry is there are plenty of goals that are worth fighting for. You can strive to create a lodge that has great ritual, or you can strive to have terrific education, or you can strive to be really selective, or you can strive to bring value to the members, however you want to do that. You can even strive to do more community service or contribute more to charity or have better fundraisers if that's the kind of thing you're into. But the point is, you have to have these goals. And the thing is, if you see these lodges that are practicing these things that I don't necessarily talk about a lot, such as charity or community service and fundraising, or at least I don't talk about in a positive light, but you still see these lodges are thriving, it's because they have that goal. They're standing shoulder to shoulder, working towards their vision. So my brothers, this is what you need to have. This is what you need to try to incorporate in your lodge. This is why it's so important to have a vision or a mission statement or just a list of goals for your lodge. You have to know where you're going. You can't determine how successful your lodge is if you don't have some kind of metric to measure yourself against. And if you don't have a goal, you're just like a ship with no sail. You're just floating around in the ocean, hoping to end up at your destination. But if you don't have a destination, anywhere is home. So that's all I have to say about that. If creating a vision statement or anything like that is interesting to you, I have linked several other videos throughout this video that you can check out. I'll also link several of my blog posts that are related to this below in the description. Check them out. It's worthwhile. You have to have, every successful organization has some kind of goal or mission statement or vision. It's really up to you to decide which of those is best for your lodge and how you want to adapt it for your needs. Finally, I have one last thing. I have been seriously considering creating a podcast. It would not be really much different than making a video, except to just be me talking. You won't have to look at my ugly face anymore. So if there's any interest in that, it would not necessarily be parallel to my videos. I would talk about other things. I'd probably consider trying to get Masonic guests as much as I could, so we have other things to talk about. But I haven't delved into the world of podcasting yet, so I don't really know if that's worth a while. I do listen to several podcasts that I enjoy, so I think there's an audience for it. But you tell me if that's something you'd like. Just leave a comment below. If you've had any success with vision or mission statements or anything like that for your lodge, also leave a comment. I'd love to hear what has worked for you in the past. Take care, brothers. I will see you in the next video.